Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Larry, and this is Let's Open Some Toys. So happy Valentine's Day to everyone. I hope you were out and about with your significant others, and enjoying the day, as I was earlier in the day. But I did promise to do a live stream, unfortunately. And I was actually tempted to cancel, but I did not because I did get something in. This arrived on Wednesday. The Hush or Batman Hush Superman figure from Pop Mart Gong Studios. So can't wait to crack this open. Plus, there's been a lot of stuff coming out from Toy Fair, from various entities on the Instagram that I've been keeping up on a little bit throughout the day. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it and say hello to the chat. We have first time visiting the show, Mr. Jersey Shore Juggernaut. What's going on? Good to see you here, my friend. And of course, my buddy, toy photographer, Mr. Ryan Clark. Hopefully, you're having a great day. And of course, trying to keep up with the chat is my girlfriend, Chaos to the Fly, Patricia. And so that is what we got going on in the chat at the moment. So welcome, guys. I'm hoping you're not skipping out on your loved ones to hang out with me tonight. So Jersey Sword says chaos. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get into it with the figure opening. We got the Gong Studios Batman Hush Superman figure, which a lot of people have been talking about already, been getting theirs in a lot earlier than me, but they've actually got theirs directly from Pop Mart. I got mine from Toe Collectibles. Yeah, Jersey Sword says, thanks, Larry. I'm glad to be here. No problem, my friend. We also have Sam Bethel. Bethel? Man, I can't pronounce shit today. Anyhow, I'm on my second cup of coffee for the day. We were out and about. We went to the mall. Went out for lunch. Got our haircuts. Because I really needed one. When it starts curling up in my hat, I have to get it trimmed all the way down. Anyhow, even though I'm losing a bunch of it. Anyway, where did I do it with my pocket knife? Oh, there it is. I'm hitting the damn mic. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and crack this guy open, get the plastic off. Let's actually go back around the packaging a little bit. Warning, choking hazard, small parts, small ball. Yep. And all the other little warnings and stuff. Of course, on the back. Got a nice little window showing the figure. And we got artwork here on the side, silhouetted of Jim Lee's artwork. I'm like freaking myself out trying to look at it, but I love the box art on it. Very similar to the Batman, which I still have here. That's the Batman Hush one, which the only thing I have in it right now is the extra accessories. And I love the Batman Hush figure, which he is right here. Love this guy so much. Haven't been messing around with him too often, but I did want to bring him out to compare with the Superman. If I can get it open. There we go. Try to dig into that plastic first. Anyhow, I know maybe I should put some background music, but I don't know. But I hope everyone is doing very well today. I know Mr. Ryan Clark is working on a cool photo. I follow his broadcast page. He hasn't posted it yet, as far as I know. I haven't gotten to keep up too much with all the Instagram, with all the news coming up from Toy Fair. But I'm very intrigued to see what the final product is on that. I'm really trying not... Oh, and I done ripped the top of the box. Wow, this guy... This top is not... Well, so much for saving that. I done tore into it, like literally, after cutting the tape. It was really not wanting to come loose. So first things first, there is a set of instructions, if you want to call it that. It's all in Chinese. Well, mostly in Chinese. There is English in there, but we'll focus on it. Showing all the hands, the extra head sculpt, all the other accessories, how they work. Because it does come with a extra hand for Batman, so they can do their little handshake. So here we got the clamshell. There's 2 trays. And luckily they are not taped together. For the back tray, you do have your other accessories, bunch of hands, the poison ivy vines. Mr. Ryan Clark says he is editing his photo right now. That's cool, man. I'm sure it will be posted soon enough. If you don't follow Mr. Ryan Clark on Instagram, definitely do so. He does great toy photography. And he does a live show when they go over a bunch of other toy photos with him and a bunch of other toy photographers, like Trevor Williams and all that. So, but here we got Superman out of the packaging. And his belt's a little crooked. I'm going to have to somehow fix that. It does peg, so it looks like I can undo the belt, which is interesting. So I can do that and move it around a little bit. So unlike the Batman figure, it's not a big floating piece because it is attached to the shorts. Yeah, Jersey Shore Juggernaut has some Mr. Ryan Clark when the live show is. It's on Tuesday nights at 6 o'clock. I don't remember the channel off the top of my head, but if you follow him, he does post on his broadcast channel when they do go live. And sometimes they've gone up early, depending on who they're talking with. Other toy photographers from across the ocean or across the pond, as they may call it. But yeah, so going back over Superman, it is a wired cape. It's very soft. See, I thought it was going to be a bit rougher of a rubber on here, but it is actually very soft and very pliable on that cape. I do wish it had a bottom wire. And let's take a close look at that head sculpt. If I can get it to on Ma's Toy Box channel. That's what it is. Just going to put that on there. Always happy to plug Mr. Ryan Clark and all of his stuff. So definitely check him out. For some odd reason, his symbol is kind of coming up around his chest. Is coming up really interesting on here. Please focus on the Superman figure. There we go. But yeah, this figure's cool already. Yeah, he is. He's like really, it's like really popping. And it's kind of like the symbol just seems to really pop out of it. It's like almost like a outline coming up on my view when I'm looking at the stuff on the screen. But I love it's very soft kind of rubber on here on the chest as well. It's like super vibrant. It's really picking it up. Same articulation though as the Hush Batman. Arms go up that far in T pose. It's a little bit tighter movement compared to the Batman going upward, but it can get it up there pretty good. Arms twist with the bicep, double jointed elbows, move really nice. Got the ab rotation here. You can obviously see the cuts in the suit. You want to see the Hush Batman? Well, I brought him up here, but here's the Hush Batman. Oh, I don't have the handshake hands on yet, but so here we got the Batman from Gong. Yeah, Superman. There we go. It's got the same kind of rubbery kind of logo on him. And then we got Superman. And they stand about, Superman might be a little bit taller. Just if I'm lining the feet up. If I am. I don't know if I am correctly. But Superman's feet are actually more closer together compared to Batman. Love that wired cape on Batman though. But yeah. The ball joint here at the wrist where the peg is actually attached to the ball joint, not to the hand. So very SH figure art like. Chaos says she likes the Batman better. Yeah. Yeah, everyone, I mean, that's the main reason why I got it, because Jimbo of Jimbo Reviews Everything was talking it up so much. It's like, you know what? I don't have a soft goods Batman. So he's my first soft goods Batman. This is my first and probably going to be my only soft goods Superman. I do want to fix that belt though, because it is driving me nuts that it's not centered. Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked better. But I am happy that's not a floating piece, even though that peg part there does kind of drive me a little bit crazy. That kind of sticks out like that, just a little bit. If that's my only nitpick. Okay, so legs go out like that, but they are drop down hips, so you can go out a bit further. So that's cool. So drop down hip. You got your thigh swivel, double jointed knees. There does not seem to be, I'm sure there's supposed to be a boot swivel, but I may have to heat them up a little bit. And of course, same kind of ball joint, just a ball socket joint here at the feet. So this is about as far forward it's going to go. That's as far back as it's going to go. It might be a little bit better than Superman, but you can see that cut there. But I love the double jointed stuff. Well, I do kind of think they're good. I mean, I do kind of wish they were a little bit, I guess, a little bit taller, but they are fabric, unlike the Batman one, which is more of that same kind of vinyl on this cape. You know, so his is more fabric, so will probably move a lot better, comparatively speaking, than the Batman. But yeah, I'm really loving this guy. I love that head sculpt on this figure. I mean, a lot of people complain that why did they never come up with an exact like smiling head? It's like it's good too, but I always gravitate toward Batman. I think a lot of people do. I mean, I have Superman tattooed on my back, so I'm a little biased, but I love Batman as well. I mean, in what, third, fourth grade or fifth grade, that's all I wore were Batman shirts, and that was around when Batman Returns came out. So for the longest time, that was like my only shirt. Jim Lee doesn't draw smiles. You know what? I've noticed that. I have noticed that a bit. Yeah, but the shorts are good. I do like my favorite part is that the belt's not floaty, because that drives me a little bit nuts on there. It does. It drives me just a little bit nuts. But otherwise, it has the exact same kind of articulation. Love the sculpt, the eyes. I don't know if that's going to pick up well, because I want to get a really close look on those eyes and how well that paint looks. And you can see this fabric shows all that muscle definition, which is very prominent. But yeah, so far he's really cool. Let's go ahead and took some of the accessories here. But first of all, we'll look at his alternate head, which is his more, I guess, more menacing. If I can get that to go ahead and please focus on it and not on myself. Let's see. There it is. Got the kind of heated under Poison Ivy's control type eyes. Very stern. Bit messier hair. Let's go ahead and... Oh, he popped up really. And just in case you're wondering, it is a double ball joint. Barbell here at the neck. Go ahead and pop that on. Nice little pop. So you have his nice, there it goes. It had it and then it wanted to not have it. So just focus on the camera. There we go. That's cool. That was the only other thing in the top tray. We kind of glanced at the second tray. Go ahead and pop this open. I'm trying not to pop it open where everything flies out. I had that problem with the figure arts. Your hands will just pop out everywhere. There we go. Nice and slow. So we got this one wrap here that goes around Superman's neck and or head. So I believe you just clip that around here, like so. So you got the vines there. Yep. And we got ones for the wrist, which I'm having issues getting out of the Superman's hay fever face. Yeah, bad allergy season. You think he'd be used to it living in Kansas with all those cornfields and everything. Yes, it is. It's pretty cool. So we got our little things here. I'm trying to look at the instructions and make sure I'm putting them on the arms correctly. Doesn't say I have to pop off the hands, but it might make it a little easier. But now I'll just stretch it on there. Yeah, they're very pliable. So you got that going on the wrist. Oh, trying not to drop them. Stay on my desk. Let's see here. We got the other one for his right arm. I don't know if it really matters which arm you put it on, but they are in opposite directions, so they're not identical. They don't look all that identical to me. So there you go, and got them all being controlled by Ivy. Very Zack Snyder-ish. Kind of nightmare mode. Okay, and so that's all that little bits, and of course we have a bunch of hands, which I now just dropped a couple. Yay me! Okay, let me see. Where did they go? I don't know where they fell to. All right, well, or did I? I dropped one hand somewhere, and I think it's another fist. So I will have to find. Up. Is that it? Yep, there it is. Okay. I'm going to click that off of there. And so here's what we got. First off, we have some more kind of slight, kind of more kind of menacing kind of grip type hands if they will focus. Got that kind of going on. We have his handshake hand and Batman's handshake hand. So you just lock those in like so. And then they can just shake hands for, curing each other. I guess if it's that entertaining. And we got our fist. So yeah, we got some cool stuff. But yeah, he doesn't come with a whole lot of stuff like Batman did. I'm going to take all these little bits off of here because I do want to kind of get these other hands on, put his good head on, wherever I placed it now. There it is. Yeah. Yep, that's what it's for. So they can hang out and it's like, hey, thanks for getting me out of that spell. And I think a lot of people will take pictures with him with the Bruce Wayne mask on the down cowl around his neck. So So see if I can't get them in that kind of position. Because it's their right hands. So we got, so yeah, you just take it and then you can just interlock and there you go. It's like, yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, how's it going? I'm stupid. But yeah, so that's it. That's the Hush Superman and also Batman again. Again, there's the instructions and see, there's the hands. There it goes. Batman handshake shape installation. So yeah, pretty cool. Again, like I said, I wish the bottom of the cape was a little bit more wired, or maybe a little thicker gauge wire, because this one does not hold up nearly as good as the Batman one does, even though it's like a much lighter material. But then again, Batman has like a wire for like every spike, so I mean, I'm sure I can get some kind of dynamic. So if I had one negative about it, I think that's it. It's really just like I wish the cape had a more stronger wire on it. But you know, this is again my first soft goods Superman, and this belt's kind of like a nice little vinyl piece too. It's kind of close to what was on Batman's cape. It says missed opportunity to not include a hand with a kryptonite ring for Batman for a Batman hand. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's a nice touch. The handshake hands. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't follow Mafex that much. I know they have so many different Hush Batman figures and Superman. I was really tempted to get those too, but you know, I figured if I'm gonna dip my toes in the soft good figure realm, kind of Mezco ish, I think this was a kind of a good start. I mean, it's a bit pricier compared to some of the Mezco, and definitely, but still cheaper, I think, than the Well, no, a lot of the Mezcos are pretty expensive. They're still around like $100. Um, but Mafex can get pretty up there because we don't have any Mafex currently. Says can they do the Predator arm wrestling handshake? You know what? I don't know. I'll have to test that out and I'll take some pictures later. Yeah. Jersey Sword Juggernaut says Mafex tends to be pricey. Like I said, I keep looking at them because I really want the my arm just slipped off my arm here, off my chair arm. I really I do want to get all of those like Reign of the Supermen, like Superboy, Cyborg, Superman, Black Suit Recovery, Superman, Eradicator, Steel. I love that story arc. I don't have all the books. I don't from that line. I know I got a few. But I would love to own those at some point. Probably won't, even though they did just re-release some of those figures. It's just not in the cards at the moment, and I just might not end up getting them, unfortunately, as much as I would love to have them. But yeah, so now I just have to figure out what else I'm going to do. I didn't even go over the range of the head. That's as far as he's going to look up. I'm sure I can maneuver that barbell a little bit more, but that's how far up he's going to look. Looks far. That's how far down he looks. Still trying to get used to it, but he does have a decent little bit of tilt here and there. But yeah, again, really love this figure. Love that it's tucked in here. So yeah, so that is it for him. Make sure I don't lose these hands and other accessories. Make sure I put them back in the box, even though I ripped the top. Anyhow, I still hadn't gotten this set up. I was about to. So we are going to take a look at, because another thing I want to talk about today was what was being shown at a New York Toy Fair that started going on today. A lot of people in the toy community have been looking at it. Says he has the Mafex Spider-Man. That's cool. I know there's been quite a few of those Spider-Men from Mafex. So we are going to see about bringing this on here. And let's see, do I want it down here? Yeah, let's bring it down here. We're going to go look at through Toy Shiz because he's been putting a lot of stuff up. And kind of want to just take a look at what's being shown. One thing that I noticed, and I kind of want to jump ahead to, is that if, you know me, I'm a big superpowers guy. And even though I didn't get even though I don't have any of my retro old ones, I'm super happy to see this. But apparently McFarlane Toys and Entertainment Earth got some more superpowers coming this summer. Whether or not they're going to show anything is another story. But when I saw this, I got super excited and immediately shared that on my stories because, yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, I missed out on the last couple waves. Been trickling, trying to get some figures here and there when I see them, but a lot of times they're more expensive than I would spend money on. But I did at least get all of the, DC Superman 2025 movie figures. So super happy about that. So trying to figure out where we need to start at. So let's go ahead. This was the first thing he posted today, even though this wasn't actually at this wasn't posted there, but they do have figures shown at New York Toy Fair for this line, the Godzilla versus Power Rangers 2 figures, which, if you know anything about me, I'm a huge Power Ranger fan, obviously by my thumbnail or my profile picture. But my girlfriend is a huge Godzilla fan. So obviously, when these start coming out, as she says, if I can get myself back over here, she needs them, but I need them too. And these are supposed to start showing up on March 1st at Target. So, yeah, obviously this is wave 1, which we have our Godzilla Green Ranger, Rodan Red Ranger, and I'm trying to remember who Blue Ranger was. Anguirus. I know I was going to get that name right eventually. And so those are coming in. I definitely want to get those. But also, if I can get myself back on the right page here. There we go. Got some Lego stuff they were showing. Big display over at New York Toy Fair 2026. That's pretty neat. Apparently the Visionaries that Super 7 announced are going to be reaction figures, which are reaction plus figures, which I kind of speculated when I first saw the announcement. Like, I don't think they're going to do ultimates with those. I'm happy they're going that route. So, will I be getting them? I don't know. Reaction figures are already kind of expensive for the size that they are. What is up, Johnny? How's it going? How you doing tonight, my friend? Chaos says, I have all the blind bag clips. I think she meant blind bag. Yeah, blind bag clips for the Godzilla X Power Rangers. So yes, I need the figures too. Yeah, but we're gonna have to get 2 of each at least. So you can have a set and I can have a set. Or I could just buy one set and we could just share it, but you never open yours. So that's why we'll end up getting 2 of everyone. So let's go. Just relaxing on Singles Awareness Day. I'm so sorry, buddy. Yeah, I remember now. Anyhow, let's go keep going through Toy Shiz's coverage. We got some Kool-Aid stuff that they were showing. I'm not sure exactly what those are, but he does have some. It's like little squishy stuff. So like little stress, I guess, guys, like little stress balls or something. So that's neat, I guess. We have Metal Slug. If you don't know this game, the old run and gun side scrolling kind of game. We got 4 inch or 3 3/4 inch figures from YOLO Park of all things. So if you're a fan of that, that's cool. Just so stay tuned. So we're gonna have some more announcements on that later. We got some Tashimi Nations. Jersey Shore says Kool-Aid Man. So 80s, I dig it. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try not to do a ton of voices tonight. I don't know if I want to ruin my voice box. But here we got some more Batman the Animated Series figures from McFarlane Toys and their Batman animated line. I do dig that Batman, Zatanna, and it's a Build-A-Figure Clock King. So that's cool. It's all Target exclusive. And probably saw a small snippet of what I really want to look at it when we get to it. We got some more of the DC Super Friends line that's continuing with the evil Aquaman. I want to say evil Robin because he looks a little too sinister to be good. We got a new Batman. We also got a Lex Luthor with a big old robe on. Looks like Bizarro up there. Yeah, of course, an animated Two-Face, which I think is already out. And of course, we have a Superman Returns DC Multiverse. Brandon Ralph, Superman figure. And I saw some other close-ups of him out of box. I think his cape needs to be a little bit longer. But other than that, I think it looks good for, a McFarlane figure. Will I be getting him? I don't know. I don't have any of the Batman v Superman ones or the Christopher Reeve one. The only Superman I've got from McFarlane currently is the 2025 David Cornsweat. Both of them, the Battle Damage and the deluxe one with the cloth cape. I didn't get the standard regular version because the only reason I got the Battle Damage or the Battle Dirty version is because I got the same one for Ultramans. So I didn't want to have to spend a lot more extra money. Also, new Spawn figures from McFarlane Toys. Is that what it's supposed to be? Yeah, Curse of the Spawn. I love the angel wings on that. That's really cool. Not big. I mean, I've played some of the old Spawn games. I've watched all the HBO animated stuff. So we also got some McFarlane Toys Helldiver figures for Helldivers 2. Pre-orders say around March, to be determined. What else is Elite and Collector's versions? I've never played Helldivers. I don't even have my PlayStation even hooked up right now. So even though I know it's on Xbox now as well, but I don't know. I think I'll just stick with Fortnite. Dan to Dan coming soon from McFarlane Toys as well. 7-inch action figures apparently. And we got some more McFarlane. There's a lot of McFarlane. Some Savage Dragon and Shadowhawk. If you're not familiar with Shadow Dragon, that was Savage Dragon, Shadow Dragon. See, I'm getting all my names mixed up. It is a comic book series from the 90s, early 2000s. I don't know how far in the 90s. I don't remember when it first started. But yeah, it also had an animated series on USA Network, I believe, back in the mid 90s as well. So that's cool. Yeah, Savage Dragon. Let's see. Chaos the Fly. Mike Patricia says, Savage Dragon. I love the 90s cartoon. Yes. Need a Savage Dragon cartoon reboot. Well, maybe we'll get one day. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is on that. And we have more MMPR X Godzilla. And we have Godzilla wearing the Dragon Zord. I've not read this book, so that's pretty neat. But here we got all of the Rangers. So we got Wave 1 up here at the top. And yeah, wave 2, we got pink, yellow, and black, which they have not. He does not have it listed which ones they are. Patricia does know which ones all these are because she is the Godzilla expert in the house. And I do love the power coin stands that are of the kaiju. There is a picture out there we will get to see. Yep. Godzilla using Dragon Sword armor. Yep.
Okay.
All right. I figured you just put it in the chat. But
I don't type fast enough.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you want me to tell which ones are which?
You wanna say which ones are which?
I mean, I can.
Okay, you wanna come over here?
I guess I could.
You wanna come on camera? Say hi to Chaos. So let me go back to because I just accidentally clicked.
And I'm kicking your plastic
Yep.
boxes.
So let's go back here. I know I can't.
Okay.
Can I pause this? Yes, I can.
Okay.
So we're gonna have to pause and we're gonna see which ones are if I can get to it. So she can name which one's pink. Well, obviously pink is Mothra. But what I'm getting confused on is
you've got this one,
Black Ranger.
So that's supposed to be King Caesar.
Okay, that one's King Caesar. Okay.
Okay.
And yellow is supposed to be.
That's Baragon. There's Blue Rangers, Anguirus.
Yeah, we already.
Green Ranger is
they had
Godzilla.
That written.
The red one is Rodan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yes, I said those. But yeah, so here's Chaos. If anyone hasn't seen, there is we did do a stream together a couple months ago.
Yeah.
When we were talking about Legions Con. So if you haven't checked that out, I do suggest you go in it because it was her first convention. So we're talking about her experience going to her first convention, especially,
I'm trying to convince him to open up Biollante since Biollante is also the Rose Monster, and I thought it was appropriate for Valentine's Day.
If I knew how to put in a poll, I'll figure it out eventually. I'll put a poll up next time. But if everyone gets in the chat and says that they want me to open up Biollante from Super 7 Toho Ultimates, I will open it tonight. So if everyone who's in the chat, which is only, besides Chaos, which is currently 3 people.
My vote won't count.
Well, you already have your vote. We already know your vote. So if everyone else wants me to do it, open the thing she wants. Miss Ryan Clark says, "Nice to meet you, Chaos." And says, "And there's Chaos."
Yep.
And of course, he says, Ms. Ryan Clark already says, "Open the thing she wants." Okay, after we go through all the rest of the stuff Toy Shiz has,
yep,
like Nike sneakers, just do just do it.
But no, definitely need those. Just saying.
Yeah, we need to get those. So okay.
You're lucky I didn't bring my back clips in to show because they match almost exactly like that.
Well, I hope so.
They're so cute.
Yep. So let's go ahead and get back to this before we open up Biollante. I knew she was going to do that. Before
you are really interrupted.
Anyhow, we'll get back into it. We got some new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures. These are from NECA. So they got some more animated series stuff, it looks like. Got some Ultimate Sailor Rav, a Michelangelo, which I did not get the name of. Ultimate Construction Donatello. Just a whole bunch of coming soon. More cool looking animated series turtles. And this is Tuxedo Leo. Oh, I really hate those. I really hated those in the cartoon too. And Johnny says hi to Jersey. Because we got a cool Leatherhead. Ultimate Leatherhead. I think that is all for those and NECA. At the moment, we got some Ultimate DuckTales, which I was super excited to see these. These are cool. Will I be getting them? Probably not. Maybe one. But we got Launch Pack with Louie. We got Scrooge McDuck, I think it's supposed to be with Dewey. And Gizmo Duck comes with Huey. So That's the one I want. I want the Gizmo Duck because Gizmo Duck is my favorite character from DuckTales. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Launchpad too, but maybe I'll wait for a Darkwing Duck set. Of course, there's that superpowers thing again. Some NECA Simpsons. A little announcement. Was there anything else on that? Hang on, let me go back to that because I just kind of I didn't see anything. Nope. That was the only thing for the Simpsons. New Marvel Legends figures coming. We got some more from Daredevil Born Again, 2-pack, Bullseye, and maybe that's not Born Again. It looks like it's just the comic. Mr. Ryan Clark says, I kind of want the Scrooge. I've wanted to do photos of 4-H Christmas Carol ghosts with him. Yes, that would be cool. I want to see that. I want to see that. So yeah, I'm not sure when those were coming out. Didn't have a date. Obviously, this is Toy Fair. A lot of these things are just coming soon. Sometimes it's other stuff. But yeah, so we got some Daredevil comic Muse and Bullseye, and we're trying to see what else we're showing. New Iron Spider-Man, the Iron Spider suit. Is that supposed to be Rhodes? Was it Rhodey? Was Rhodey? But that ain't Rhodey. Who was that? I don't know anything. I'm not the Marvel person, so I have no idea. We got a big Punisher in mech armor, like he stole War Machine's armor. I love the blast effects on that, but that's really cool. We got more Marvel Legends. We got this cool Hulk, some new Hulk hands, and you got fuzzy bunny slippers. Chaos! I found you a Hulk figure. Now you just have to make him a custom bunny, psychotic bunny suit, and maybe get an additional slipper because I don't know if it comes with 2. It's Miles Morales' uncle. Oh, okay. Because I didn't get a good glance at that name that was on that box. So that's cool. Yeah, she thinks she needs that. So there's a Hulk we can get. I think it's cartoon. Yeah, I think it's from the animated series. Professor Hulk, and he has a bunny slipper, a pink bunny slipper. So again, you can do do a Hulk homage to A Christmas Story. Just make him a nice psychotic bunny suit like Ralphie had, and you'll be all good. We have some more Transformers. We will all start a new Transformers collection under the sea. Interesting. Deep sound wave. Very interesting. Yep, and she says she needs that, and that's what she's going to do. She's going to dress that Hulk up like Ralphie. We got some more. We got a new Devastator. Is that what that is? New Combiners. Oh, I am not familiar with this one. That's neat. Again, I'm not a huge Transformers guy, but they are still cool to look at. We have a new Jurassic World. Is another one of those hatching? Didn't they show this off last year or somewhere else? The hatching, the dino hatching egg, I think, right? Am I wrong? I think I've seen this before. This was well, actually, this is old. This ain't new. This must be a pin post. I think I must have hit the pin post. Where am I at? Yeah, I hit a pin post. So that was like 40 something weeks ago. But there's 2 weeks ago he posted these. Who else had? Is this today? This was a week ago. So I think that was all that Toy Shiz has at the moment because I ended up running into his pin post. So yeah. Did I click this? I somehow skipped this one. We got some more from NECA Official. These are from the comic, it looks like. Or is this the other animated series? I can't zoom in. We got a Usagi Yojimbo, so it has to be comic book. Says, I'm your resident Transformers guy in the chat now. All right, Jersey. The only other person I know that like loved Transformers, obviously he's not toy collecting anymore, is my cousin Mark. He had a lot of Transformers, and we had a few, but I really enjoyed the Beast Wars stuff back in the day. But that's all Toy Shiz seems to have, unless let me refresh. Maybe we'll get lucky and have something new. Nick could end up pinning that. The Hulky pinned. But yeah, so that is all Toy Shiz has up for right now. Something that was posted, I do want to kind of take a look at because I saw this pop up yesterday, was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles G.I. Joe. Says these are based on. Oh, okay. You know, I did see the NECA Muppets, so I don't remember who posted it. I had to find those. And as soon as I saw the Muppet ones, I was like, Mr. Ryan Clark is going to get them. It's the first thing I thought of. As soon as I saw him, I was like, yep, he's going to want that piggy. He's going to definitely want the Phenomena ones. Yeah, all that. Okay, kids. RC's nephew is retro. Really? Huh. I did not know that. God. Of course, I'm basic. My favorite was always Optimus Primal. But I think it was the second version in Beast Wars with the metallic before he became a giant hybrid ship, tank, monkey thing, which was really weird. Mr. Ryan Clark, yes, I'm all in on NECA Muppets. I wasn't for sure if you wanting those McDonald's ones too, but that Grimace looks really good. KSS, I love the Muppets. But yeah, you're totally gonna get that. But yeah, I saw this. That I think the Shredder was one of my favorite looking figures. The Cobra Commander Shredder. We got Slash as Storm Shadow. Bebop as Ripper. Rocksteady as Buzzsaw. Or Buzzer. I don't know why I said Buzzsaw. Krang as Destro. I just think is so fitting. Mr. Ryan Clark said, not Ryan Clark, Miss Jersey Shore Juggernaut says, I like Rhinox and Silverbolt. Silverbolt was badass. I'm going to say Silverbolt was badass. I remember Silverbolt. I also like the Manta Ray one, which for some odd reason I blank on his name. It's been so long since I've watched Beast Wars. Destro Krang is sweet, isn't it? That is such a sick version of Krang. I never thought I'd ever see that. That's so cool. Scarlet, April, obviously that's kind of like no duh. But they're not showing the turtles on this post. I know he has it. No, that's Mando. I think he has it. Who? What's the best Toy Fair reveal so far? I don't know. Because all these were shared yesterday. Oh, here's the turtles. We have Leonardo as Snake Depth Charge. That's what it was. Because we had him. We had Depth Charge. I had that second, the first metallic. I'm trying to remember the exact name of what they were calling them with the Vac Metal Blue. Optimus Primal. I missed that figure. It was such a cool figure. But yeah, this is really cool. We got Leonardo as Snake Eyes. Not my favorite turtle, but definitely my favorite G.I. Joe character, Mikey as Shipwreck. That's what's weird. It's like Mikey is Chaos's favorite turtle, period. Which, come on, no duh. Pardon me. Throat's getting dry. More coffee. But I think it's a fitting kind of mashup for the two. Raph as Roblox, definitely very fitting. Just, why not? Raph needs a big gun. And of course Donnie as Dial Tone. I still kind of, I mean, I know Snake Eyes, everyone just seems to always gravitate towards Snake Eyes, but why isn't he Duke? Or you know, or Hawk? Why isn't he one of the main leaders? He, you know, why? I mean, I get Snake Eyes as a fan favorite. I got my coffee still.
Yeah, well, water.
Okay, well, Trish brought me some ice water. So I wonder, they haven't shown anything for a Splinter. Jersey Sword says Donatello is my favorite Ninja Turtle. Raph has always been my favorite Ninja Turtle. Maybe because I have anger issues. And yeah, and Mr. Ryan Clark, and because of the katana swords. Yeah, but I think it's, I don't know. Does that mean Casey gets to be? Who's Casey if they bring Casey? Who's Casey Jones? Who do we think, if they do a Casey Jones in this line, who is he going to mesh well with? You know? I don't know. Better yet, who's Splinter? I guess we'll see. Yeah, see, I get that. I do. I understand that, but he's supposed to be the leader. But yeah, but it's still cool. I love it. And for some odd reason, when I first saw this, I was thinking, "Oh, is that what Mattel is doing?" No, these are still Playmates. These are still the Playmate stuff. I believe these are coming out. Did they have a year? They don't say. Was this coming later this year? But for some odd reason, I wasn't reading it and just assumed for some stupid reason that we were actually going to get to see the Mattel ones, but we have not to see Splinter and Sergeant Slaughter. I would love to see that. Just him in a wife beater. I'm sorry, tank top. Shouldn't call it that anymore. Him in a tank top, in a black tank top, maybe with a fake mustache as well, like they gave Don. And that hat. That kind of drill sergeant-y kind of hat. And Jersey Shores, I was thinking Casey Jones and Slaughter. Yeah. It'd be interesting. I don't know. If it does well, maybe we'll get them. I mean, Turtles of Grayskull did well enough, I think, for Mattel. And that's probably why I initially thought that Mattel was doing these with the Hasbro, since they're going to have the license. But these are coming out this year. I think this is I believe this is supposed to be the last year that Playmates has the license to finish up. So Kaya says, I am not a G.I. Joe fan, but I low-key want these. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't get a lot of them. It says, way better than the Motu X Transformer. I saw the He-Man Optimus Prime and the Scareglow Starscream. They didn't look too bad in person. I finally saw those today. I've seen the I wasn't a fan of the Bumblebee Man-at-Arms and the Megatron Skeletor, really, but the He-Man one doesn't look too bad. The Scareglow Starscream looks pretty good. Will I be getting them? No. I don't collect a whole bunch of Motu. I do have my fair share of Motu, but right now it's only He-Man and Skeletor, one Evil Lyn, one Orko, the sorcerers that came with my Origins Grayskull, and of course the Thundercat Motu crossover. I have all of them except for the current wave that just came out, because I don't think I'm going to get the other Lion-O and Panthro. I will get Panthor because I need a Panthor to fight Battle Cat Man. So yeah, Starscream, Scareglow was the best one. Yeah, I agree. I think he looks the best out of all those. Definitely. Let's see. I know there he gets other ones. This cool glow in the dark Attack Peter Godzilla from Mondo. Click the wrong thing again. There we go. I really enjoy this. I thought there was a picture of him actually glowing, but I guess it wasn't on his page. Got this different colorway of Godzilla. I mean, Trish is always in heaven when they get all these. Some official photos, it looks like, for the the normal, smaller kids line of the Motu motion picture coming out this summer. Very definitely in the kind of like origin style buck. Are you a fan of this, Chaos? She's a fan of Godzilla. She is the resident Godzilla nerd in my house. And Marvel girl. So she doesn't know everything about Marvel because we don't follow too much of the new stuff, but for the most part. But these are the basic kind of origins scale figures, which are really neat looking. Definitely will fit more into my current Castle Grayskull. There was supposed to be a Skeletor with some action features. Dig this Target exclusive. Oh no, this is supposed to be a Walmart. This is up on the Walmart app apparently right now. The Shadow with his Bat Cycle, his Shadow as Batman for that whole DC X Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff coming out. But other stuff, I'm trying to see. Oh, these Contra things. I'm not sure if I'm into that. Is there any other pictures on here? See, now I want a big meaty sandwich. Yeah. So I think that is all he has on here. I know I've seen other stuff somewhere else, but now I don't know where to look. So let me stop sharing on here for right now. Go back to that. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I need to find those Muppets because I want to see. Let me see if I can't find that on here and bring that up. Cheesesteaks for everyone. Yes. I haven't had a good cheesesteak in like forever. I like the new Mutu figures. I want to see the movie. Yes, we are definitely going to go see that movie. As soon as those tickets go up, I'm going to make sure we get our tickets to go see that. Definitely. See if I can't search for this. Here. Let's see. See what comes up. I know they showed some other Marvel stuff. That is not real. I'm trying to. Here we go. This is from the YHS podcast. It's just the main picture. It's going to bring that back up on the stage. These are the Muppet Show figures that I know Mr. Ryan Clark is going to want. Trish definitely wants the Gonzo and the Manamana. But yeah, that's so cool. But yeah, YHS, let's see. Because they are at Toy Fair. Yeah, Mr. Ryan Clark. Gimme. Gonzo, yeah. Love it. Let's go ahead and click on see what else they had up. Because I know they posted some stuff. Oh, here's those McDonald ones that he was talking about. We got a birdie being shown. Hamburglar and Grimace. Grimace looks really cool. Interesting. That is. I'm not sure. What is that supposed to be? Is that like an Avid? I'm trying to look. It says pending license or approval. Department 56 coming 2027. That is an interesting McDonald's. Okay. We got some plushies. Little statues. But yeah. Can't wait to see how the Ronald looks. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Yeah, so if you got like those little Christmas villages with the trains and stuff, you can just put that in there. Hamburger, robble, indeed. Says, I need Sweetums Muppet figure. I know you do. He'll be big too. because NECAs are what, 7-inch action figures, so Sweetums will probably be about. Ooh, they do it in scale. He might be a 12-inch figure. Just saying. He's supposed to be like super tall compared to the Muppets, so they do him in scale. Which I think the Muppets are like same with the Sesame Street. I think they're a little over scale, but maybe they'll keep him in scale with the humans. Chaos says he could battle Godzilla at that point. Could if they do a Sweetums, if they do them in scale to actually match the scale of the actual figures. So yeah, I don't see anything else. I don't think any of this is new stuff. I think it's all older stuff. Let's see. Get back to this. Keeps going back to that one. We want on this one. Let's see. More of those. Oh, here we go. This is from Planet Eternia. Yeah, you know what, Planet? You're right. I think that's where most of the stuff I was seeing was from Pixel Dan. A lot of people have just been resharing Pixel Dan stuff. So let's go into. There he is. Pixel Dan, because he always has the best coverage, video wise. I don't get to watch everyone's coverage, but then again, there are a few other things on here I definitely wanted to kind of talk about because we get some more of the Turtle Godzilla crossover stuff as well. So let's go ahead. We are on Pixel Dan on his page. I like to have it back here so we can have bigger pictures. This is what Pixel Dan has been posting. So I want to say, starting here, where we have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Godzilla Wave 2. Wave 1 was Leo, Raph, and Mikey. But now we have Donnie as Jet Jaguar. We got Splinter as King Caesar. And Shredder as Mecha Godzilla. Chaos says she needs the My Pet Monster thing. We'll get to that. But so here, yeah, so we had Raph as Rodan, we had Leo as Godzilla, and Mikey as King Ghidorah. But so yeah, Trish definitely, we haven't really seen these guys out in the wild, but Trish definitely wants these because again, for her Godzilla collection. But these are really cool. She says, Pet Monster. Grimace is the tailless Barney. Now I will never be able to unsee that. Oh. Chaos says, yes, I need them. But these are really cool. Did not want to. Here's that My Pet Monster. This is like a little one. This is like a little bag clip from Supreme Impulse. So that's cool. It's what's in like World's Smallest. So that's neat. We have some new 2012 Turtles from NECA coming out soon. Or maybe not soon, but at least teased. We have Slash. We have Metalhead. And I didn't really watch too much of the 2012 series, but what I have seen, I really enjoyed. We have their Casey Jones, a little younger version of Casey Jones. And we have this really nice looking Splinter. See the ice cream kitty in the background, a little Krang. And some teas here in the dumpster, which I'm not sure, but obviously some robot parts and some other pieces. So, and of course the Krang, which I believe I know what that is because I do remember something from there. Obviously, you got the foot soldier head. More cool stuff. We also have Tiger Claw, which was a cool, I won't say newer character, because I don't think he was ever in the original series. So I think it was new for that series, or he was in the comic books at least. Again, I did not read any of the TMNT comics back in the day. And of course, we got the cool foot bots with the multiple arms. Did any of you guys watch this series? I just accidentally liked it. I mean, I do like it, but still. Because I didn't really watch it. I mean, I caught it from time to time, but, you know. We have some new G.I. Joe classified. We got our Zartan with the Ninja Force version of him. Pixel Dan is obviously super excited for. Yeah, Jersey Source said he didn't watch the 2012 TMNT either. Like I said, I caught it from time to time. It just wasn't something that was totally on my radar to keep up with. But yeah, Ninja Force Zartan. Well, and Zartan's my favorite Cobra character. Will I get him? Maybe not. I have my definitive Zartan. He changes color when I put him in the freezer. I think that's going to be the one I get. Mr. Ryan Clark says, I fell off with TMNT after the first animated movie, but I've heard great things about 2012. Yeah, it's an amazing show as far as what I can remember watching. But again, I couldn't get too much into it. I really enjoyed the early 2000 series that now Super 7 is doing figures for. But yeah, that CG animated movie they did initially, the TMNT movie, before we got the Michael Bay produced, Out of the Shadows and whatever movies, pseudo live action movies. They were okay. But yeah, but I finally did get to watch Mutant Mayhem, and that was definitely a different take. I enjoyed it, and it's definitely more geared towards the for the younger generation, which it should be. Not everything has to be for us old guys who grew up with it. Gotta have it evolve a little bit. But yeah, he's cool. Pixel Dan is super excited for him. I will probably be passing, even though Zartan is my favorite Cobra figure or character. We also get showing from NECA Fortnite versions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, if I had a bingo card for Toy Fair this year, I would have never thought that NECA would be doing the Fortnite versions of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think they're cool skins. I don't have them, so I don't think I need these figures, but they do look amazing. So hopefully these sell well. Hopefully people who want these versions will get these versions. But I'm definitely going to pass on these when they do release. But they do look really cool. Shredder looks cool too. I wonder if they're going to do a Bebop and Rocksteady. Says Chaos says, my boys and I watched it. Oh, the 2012 Turtles. Jonathan really liked it a lot. Jonathan said Tiger Claw is a part of the Foot Clan. Well, I know that. I thought he was more also part of a mercenary or something. The Fortnite teammate designs are great. Yes, they are amazing looking, but I think I'm still going to end up passing. And I don't collect a lot of turtles. Because I think the only turtles I currently have was the Batman Versus figures that DC Direct did. All but that that Michelangelo wearing the Batman mask that was a GameStop exclusive. I saw it one time and didn't pick it up, and it kicked myself every day because now I'm never going to have them. Bradley Noon, the kid that played Thor in Good Boys, is the voice of Raph. He's from Jersey, not too far from me. Oh, that's cool. Learn something new every day. I didn't know they did Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh, yeah, they did them all. They did a Casey. They did Bebop and Rocksteady. They did a Krang. And, of course, they have a version of the Party Wagon you can get It's a skin for the like the SUV. So it's pretty interesting. The only vehicle I've actually bought, there were actually two off of Fortnite, was the Power Ranger one with the skins on that, even though it's like just a BMW, and of course the Michael Keaton Batmobile from '89. I still want the turtle skins in Fortnite. We can't have every skin. We don't need every skin in Fortnite that comes out that is like from our childhood. We don't. I have to keep telling myself that, even though I had to get those Power Rangers. We get a better look from Pixel Dan of the NECA McDonald's figures. Really nice close up of Grimace. And we got our Hamburglar. Oh, okay. These are more like the Ben Cooper type figures. The costume figures. Okay, I thought they looked kind of off. And they got the McDonald's Halloween buckets. Love it. I love Jersey Shore says, not gonna lie, I like a lot of the Fortnite figures and never played the game. They've had some really good figures. I don't have any figures from either the Hasbro line that they had or the Jax. Was it Jax specific that was doing them? I think. Because I think they're coming back with them. So they're going to be showing some new, I think they showed some new stuff as well. And I believe Pixel Dan has those pictures as well. But yeah, these are more like, see, I thought these looked kind of off. But yeah, Ben Cooper costume kids type figure. So that's interesting. Not really surprised. Where am I at? Is that a pin? It has to be. Yeah, that's his pin post. So is that all of it? Wow, he didn't have. I figured he'd have a lot more. He said Veebs. Let's take a look and see what Veebs has. So let's go ahead. Let me bring that off screen for real quick. And we'll see. I do follow Veebs as well. There you are. Does Veebs have? Veebs has a little bit more stuff. Let's bring that up. Man, I figured there'd be a lot more on here. Got multiple pictures again. More pictures of. I think these are the ones I saw earlier earlier today when I got up. Yeah, because they're really close-up shots. I'm going to bring that back off the screen. Okay. So the Menomina. I feel like we're just kind of backtracking. Oh, I didn't even notice these. We got the Muppet plants. We got Ralph's piano there. That's cool. Pending licensor approval. Mr. Ryan Clark, I think you have, if they get released, you're going to have some fun. I know you are. I know you're going to have a blast. I can't wait to see what you do when those come out. I can't wait to see what everyone does. Better pictures of the DuckTales. I want that Gizmo Duck. And more of them. We have a Super Grover. Oh, here we go. NECA official. Sesame Street. Mr. Ryan Clark. Hello, everybody. I am Super Grover. And he comes with an S and a G for Super Grover. Well, that is very appropriate. Yes, you will have to. I might have to build a backstage diorama. Yeah. Or have someone build it for you. I think I've seen some people already have them built, or some people have built some. But if you're good at it, I mean, by all means. This might be the one I get. Out of every single Sesame Street thing, this might be the one I actually get. I know Super Grover will be out soon at Holothon. I hope he's sold out before I even get a chance to make a purchase. I almost guarantee it. But he's cool. And he may be the only one I pick up if I actually see him in store. And that's a big if. So yeah. Oh, we got a new Pee Wee Herman. A new Ultimate Pee Wee Herman, it looks like. From NECA Official. He has Randy, Globy, of course, Terry, and a whole bunch of different head sculpts. We got him like with the tape on his face. We got all these. Oh, see, I missed out on the. I don't have any NECA figures. We have one, and that's Elvira, and she has not been opened. But I do not have any NECA figures. The only thing NECA I own myself is this the clear stands, the pegs, the foot stands. That's all I have. What's the secret word? I don't know. We didn't reveal today's secret word. But I don't see Conky in this set. I'm pretty sure he's not. Looks like there might be something else in that back. I just can't tell. He's got a word of the day in there, which I'm trying to read it. Oh, it's ultimate, and there's one for NECA. Can't have two secret words of the day. You can only have one a day. Oh, here's those Usagi Yojimbo turtles. Yes, definitely. Now we get a better look at those because those were really blurry in that picture I saw. It was only the one picture. There we got Donnie. Oh, I love the Mikey. I love this head sculpt on Mikey. That's cool. And this is from a comic. And you said it was whose art style? Oh, Judy Sword says, I have a gang of NECA gargoyles. I'm so sad that they stopped that line. I mean, people were having problems with it. I know, especially, I know Demona had a lot of problems when they first came out with her wings. I don't know if you were having that same problem. I just remember seeing people online having tons of issues with that. Let me see, because I know I was trying to find that. Because you mentioned it earlier. Okay, it says Stan Sakai. Stan Sakai's TMNT design. These are really nice. Love the raft. Leo. Oh, I love the swords. Those are cool. And yes, something about a samurai rabbit. Like, there you go. Yeah. He says his Demona is fine. Well, that's good to hear. I know those. I don't know, man. I have issues with wings on figures most of the time anyway, especially like for my ultimates I got back there. I bought those extra vampire wings, but I had so many issues. They keep falling off the big guy. Luckily, they haven't fallen off anybody else. So, and Trish's Usagi. See, every time I see a Usagi Yojimbo, I keep thinking to myself, do I want him? Do I need to get him? I don't. Do I want him? Yes. Am I going to get him? No. I have to draw a line somewhere. I can't have everything. As much as I would love to have everything, I cannot. I just can't. I can't warrant it. Okay. Yeah, and that is all Veebs has from today. Yep. So that was actually the first post that he did 12 hours ago. So so that's all I can find. I swear I saw so many other ones that people were using posts from Pixel Dan and other people. But I'm actually more surprised. I'm having more trouble finding them now than I was before. So let's go back. Nope, I don't want that. I clicked the wrong thing. Let's go back to this. And we will go back and see if I can't see anything different that I know I saw. Well, here's one. And this was from Planet Eternity. I did want to bring this back up. And that is some more, let's say, so you're going to ninja kick the rabbit. No, I'm not going to ninja kick the rabbit. We get some more look at what they were showing for the new He-Man movie. Display-wise, these two big statues of He-Man and Skeletor. These are the, I guess, replacement Masterverse or side Masterverse figures. I know I saw bigger ones somewhere or better ones. More Gizmo Duck. I just typed in Toy Fair. And we got some Guar figures up here. I didn't see these earlier. So that's interesting. And some Toxic Crusaders. And these are from Trick or Treat Studios. Some McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat. I didn't see these before either. See, I'm just seeing all kinds of new stuff. There's a new retro wave. Apparently, this was 9 hours ago. Yeah, he does have both slippers. So I wasn't sure if he had one or not. So yeah, definitely Trish. We're going to have to find him when he comes out. Smart Hulk, Punisher, Hulkbuster, Prowler, Spider-Man, Aaron Davis. Okay, there's the name. Okay. Evil space aliens. Is this all? Okay, this is old. That is not a Toy Fair 2026. That's 5 days ago. Okay. Typed it in. Let me see. That can't be this year. Let me see if I can't. It just says Toy Fair. Nope. Not what I want. See, some people are speculating it was this character, but I did see those Joes. I gotta find it now. Some of these aren't real. This is cool. From Playmates and their Power Rangers. So we got our Thunder Megazord set season 2. So I'm really, really looking forward to seeing these come out. I do not have any of the Playmate stuff. I have enjoyed looking at them and seeing them in stock in stores. But I am excited they're going to give us a Rocky Adam and Aisha and potentially a White Ranger figure. But yes, a Red Dragon Thunder Zord. I love the Thunder Megazord. I still don't know how I feel about the separation. So, see, Mr. Ryan Clark says Preternia.com has a bunch of pics that you haven't covered yet. I bet. I know I've seen so many more throughout the day and from yesterday. I'm just surprised trying to find it on Instagram has been such a pain in the butt. So let's go ahead. Let me go back onto here. We are going to make it, if I can find where my cursor is. There we go. We are going to, you said Preternia. I know you're going to watch me intensely type. Such an entertaining show. I'm trying to because I don't have it on one screen. I have to look over to see what I'm doing. I am not the fastest typer. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. Let's bring that up. Add that to the stage. This is what Mr. Ryan Clark is saying. We have a new person popping up in the chat. What's up, Jake? J3T or Jakey. However. That's 2025. Here we go. Let's see. What's going on? Well, we were opening figures and we're taking a look. Well, we opened up the new Superman from Gong Studios earlier in the show, and we are currently going through what they've been showing off or revealed at Toy Fair this year. So this is a cool new Superman. My first and only soft goods Superman figure. 112 scale. Love him so far. But yeah, I'm trying to figure. Is it Preternia? Is this not the right website? No, it is. Okay, he's got way more. This is where I saw all the stuff at. Here we go. We're going to go ahead. Oh, let me go back onto there. There we go. This is where we need to be looking at. Yep. So we already looked at these. We didn't look at these guys. We got some more NECA Fortnite X horror icons. When did NECA get the whole Fortnite license? Or is it just for these guys? We got our Michael Myers Fortnite version. We got our Saw. Who's kidding? I never watched the Saw movie, so forgive me for not knowing his name. I should know because I've seen him pop up in Fortnite. And of course, we got Leatherface. Toonie Terrors. Looks like we got some Toonie Terrors on there as well. Chaos says his name is Billy. What's up? That's what this guy up here's name is. Yeah, this guy. Billy from the Saw movies. Let's see. Next, we got some Predator Badlands. Got this guy. See, that's one thing I keep saying that like Samurai Predator figure. I mean, I've seen them at like FYE, but FYE marks up their figures so much. These guys look cool though. Jonathan, my girlfriend's second oldest, he loves the Predator franchise. So I could totally see him wanting these. Haven't seen Badlands yet. I've heard good things. KSO says she wants to see that movie. Yes. We got a Predator 2 one here. It's like from the movie poster. That's a cool little. That's really neat. I like that. I don't know. People are really crapping on this guy's design, but I got so many cool things. We got Dead by Daylight. There's some more. And Friday the 13th figures. That's gnarly. Oh, God. All the different Jasons that. Speaking of which, because, yesterday was very appropriate would have been very appropriate because yesterday was Friday the 13th. So, and my girlfriend and her son were watching when I got home, Jason X. Of all the Friday the 13th, all those type of movies. Let's watch Jason X. We also have some new Jazzwares Pokemon. It is, we got Blastoid, I believe. I'm not a big Pokemon guy, so the fact that I know any of these names is amazing. Of course, we got Charizard. Or is that's not Charizard, is it? No. Yeah, it is. Mega Charizard. Sorry if I'm getting too close to the mic. I have no idea how well I sound. Don't remember seeing that Pokemon before. And let's see what else we got. Oh, we got some Mews. Yes, dear.
Oh, I was gonna come in and help you with Pokemon, and then mine's behind yours, and I realized some of those Pokemons are, not from my time. But yeah, it was Blastoise.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're into Pokemon, they got some 3-inch figures and those like 8-inch scale figures coming out. So that's cool. Plushies, if you're in that. I did not mean to click that. Trish did buy this Eevee set for one of her boys because he's a huge into Eevee. We got some Jersey Shore Jugger says, not really into Pokemon either, but I know the characters because of my nephews. Yeah. I remember when Pokemon first aired. I was in junior high, middle school, maybe. I was watching that in the morning before school because there was nothing else on that early. That and at the same time was Samurai Pizza Cats of all things. I can't watch that show anymore either. That show is so odd. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, got Jazzwares has some new stuff they're showing. Maybe some old stuff. I saw some stuff at Target today. That was part of our Valentine's Day thing. We went all over the place. It's very interesting. I'm not a big Five Nights at Freddy's guy, so I don't know. Some of these games don't really grab me like they used to. And as we were speaking about Fortnite earlier, Jazzwares also has new Fortnite coming out, 6-inch Legendary Series. I think these might be just re-releases of what they had earlier. It says love blooms at Target. Well, we got our hair. Okay, so here's what we did today. All right, for Valentine's Day, we got up. We both got her. I got paid for mine and her haircuts because she needed a trim. I definitely needed a trim because my hair goes crazy and I can't stand it when I wear a hat and it just goes nuts. Even though I'm losing my hair, I went ahead and got it cut up. Then Target's right in the same parking lot area, so we just walked into Target, got some Starbucks, walked around, picked her up some Cheer Bear stuff because that's her favorite Care Bear. And just kind of walked around. Then we went out for lunch. And then we went to Five Below, went to Barnes and Nobles. Then we went to go see Send Help. We saw that today with Rachel McAdams and shoot, now I done spaced on his name. Dylan O'Brien. That movie it's a Sam Raimi movie. It is very interesting. Kind of saw some things coming, but I think it's definitely a good watch if you're into those Sam Raimi kind of movies. You get some jump scares here and there, but yeah, we really enjoyed it. My God, Samurai Pete. Yeah, they are Jazzware releases. They didn't fix the hand articulation. See, I never touched any Jazzware figures. I don't have any of the Fortnite figures. But yeah, I kind of wanted that boat though that Hasbro had for their series. And how was Send Help? Yeah, like I said, we really enjoyed it. Trish always loves those type of movies. Such a good movie, intense. Yes, it's like wow. Yeah, definitely go see it. Go see Send Help. Even though I'm not getting paid for saying advertising it, but go see it. It's good. I found it very entertaining. Rachel McAdams' character is kind of cringy though. I'm going to say she gets kind of less cringy. But other than that, said Mr. Radcliffe says the Hasbro boat is awesome. It's packed away in my closet. Every time I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna get it, and I don't get it. And I should have gotten it, and now I don't have it. So I'm I have ideas. But yeah, Fortnite's cool. Depending on what characters they came up with, I might get. Not for sure. But I mean, they look cool. If you're into, please tell me this guy's gonna have like a bunch of interchangeable parts, because mine does not look like him. One of the Fortnite shark that Hasbro did. That was an interesting shark. But I remember that season when this guy was in the battle pass. So 12-inch figures, they're gonna have that too. So yeah, if I get any Fortnite figures, it's probably gonna be the Midases, maybe a Meowscles. I was very tempted to get those when they came out initially from Hasbro. Ooh, that's cool. I like the chopper. Battle Bus. God, they're just showing off all kinds of stuff. That's cool. But yeah, they get any Midas figures out there, I'll probably get them, and maybe a couple of different Meowscles. More Five Nights at Freddy's for Jazzwares. A lot of Jazzware stuff. Actually, no, I clicked the wrong arrow. Yeah, Mancake was a good skin too. In the army gear, that would be cool. Yeah, they come up with some really interesting character designs for Fortnite. I'll give them that, and I think that's one of the reasons that keeps me going back. Because like this season was the bride from Kill Bill and Marty McFly were like the biggest draw for this newest season in this battle pass. So definitely went, and they're always changing the battle pass, which sometimes I like, sometimes I don't. This upgrade I kind of like getting to choose which, when you get to a certain level, which section you want to go ahead and unlock instead of just, staying on one page. So you can go to a different page and focus on that one before you go on to the next. So I got to it, and I was able to start unlocking, first set one went straight to Marty. I got all his stuff unlocked, so I get him first. And then I went back and got the bride, and then kind of went back and forth between other characters. So, yeah, but a bunch of new Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. Maybe these roll stuff. I have no idea. Again, I don't follow these, but these are interesting looking. And if you're into that, or your kids are into that, there's more options. Got some 12-inch, a deluxe deluxe collection Freddy helmet. Huh. And I typically like the roleplay helmets, so those are cool. We got some Avatar: The Last Airbender. Never watched this series. Never ever have I ever watched. I've never watched any Avatar: The Last Airbender. It was after my time watching cartoons. I don't think I was really watching Nickelodeon at all at the time when this came out. I hear it's amazing. I'm sure it's fantastic. I mean, it had a sequel series, a failed live action movie, and another, another live, was it Netflix was a live action series. But these figures look cool if you're totally into it. I mean, I love this creature here. He's awesome looking. No, I had no idea anything about him, no history or nothing. No idea. Just like the design. And we got some more Avatar. Bunch of Avatar. My God. And this one's got soft goods, so that's cool. At least it looks like soft goods. Why can't I zoom in? Because I don't have a cool computer that can zoom in. Okay, we have Mandalorian and Grogu, Micro Galaxy Squadron from Jazzwares. Oh, it's like the Jazzwares show now. Love the AT-ATs or AT-ATs for short. I don't need these. I don't have any. I don't need to get back into getting a bunch of Star Wars stuff. I have Jedi tattooed on my forearm. I probably should have more Star Wars stuff. I do not. I've gotten rid of the majority of my Star Wars stuff. But these are cool. Very reminiscent of the old Micro Machine stuff back in the day. I mean, if you collect these, we got a new Razor Crest. It's supposedly for, I believe, the movie. I seen this. There was a part in the trailer I saw for it at the movie today, and it showed them flying it looks like a new Razor Crest. So, I always love the ship designs for Star Wars. I still kind of want a Raven's Claw from Dark Forces and the Jedi Knight video game series. But we'll see. We have some Evangelion blockies. Every time I go to any place that has blockies, FYE, or the local comic shop, I see them, I want them, I don't get them. I just don't know where to start. I want that Superman for sure, but he's not released in the States yet. So they show Evangelion. Hang on, let me go back. Ooh, that's cool. That's the cockpit? Or is that like a separate vehicle? I've never watched Evangelion. So let's go back. I've been kind of not looking at the chat. I still have his on here. Yeah, she says yes with the bullet straps. Yes. Chaos says Mancake was awesome. I have all the K-pop Demon Hunter skins. Of course you do. Jonathan says that helmet, that Freddy helmet is cool. Yeah, Avatar was a good series. The creature from Avatar you like is Appa. He is a sky bison, and Aang would dark, I guess, went dark to save Appa. You gotta love that autocorrect. And yes, that is the cockpit. Okay. I do love the cockpit. I think I've barely watched any Evangelion. I keep seeing people cosplay as the girls, though. It's all over Instagram. We got some Mega Man blockies as well. Prototypes, unpainted or at least, just all in gray plastic. I am not familiar with these guys at all. I mean, that's obviously Zero, but everyone else, I have no idea. We have Blocky's Marvel Rivals, the cool Rocket the Raccoon. Again, another game I don't play. I think I downloaded it on something, but I have not played it. And let's see. Oh, Hey, Adam. Highly articulated. Is there any IP Blockies won't get? I don't have any right now. Superman's really the only one I really want to get. I mean, that and that Soundwave looks really cool, but I don't really do Transformers. So it's like I don't have any blockies. I've been tempted. It's just like I keep saying, I have to draw the line somewhere. And it's like I want to do more model kits. So it's, I don't know. Eventually, maybe. I just one I really want is that Superman, the 2025 Superman, the Deadpool Wolverine, and the Infinity Saga ones that they've come out with that I see in stores all the time. I kind of want to get, but it's like I don't really collect Marvel either. I mean, the two Marvel Legends I still have for myself because I gave everything else back. Everyone, not to say back, but I gave everything to my girlfriend except for Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, and my Stan Lee, who's still in the box. So it says, Mr. Ryan Clark says, I switched from Fortnite to Marvel Rivals. Super fun. I want to, but it seems I can't get, like, I tried playing Overwatch. I couldn't get into Overwatch. And it just seems like it's a lot like Overwatch. So I don't know. And Overwatch, I hear it was good. I just couldn't get used to it. I mean, you should be able, because I used to play Team Fortress 2 a lot, and I love that game. But yeah, these get back on the right page here. But these Marvel Rival ones look really cool if you're into that. As for what IP they won't do, I think they'll do every IP they can get their hands on, because it will make them money. Back to the NECA 2 TMNT, which we saw a little earlier. Preternia's got so many more pictures. Michelangelo. Ultimate incognito Michelangelo. That's funny. They laugh. It's so neat. And of course, we get our look at the standard version of the Masters of the Universe 2000X 1/12 scale figure. Chaos says, Marvel Riders is fun and free to play. I bought Loki skins. I know you did. You always buy Loki skins. It says, try it, Larry. I love that, Mikey. But yeah, so I did pre-order the ultimate version, the deluxe time deluxe version with the stand and the extra bits of this figure, because I did the same for He-Man. Did Man at Arms already stop? Did that pre-order already end for the Man at Arms? Because I think I'm skipping on the time version of that one. I kind of want him, but I'm not going. I don't think I'm going to get him. We also get the look at the regular version, which are these standard ones are going to be like $95, which you can't see the price on this, but I know I've seen it. These are going to retail for $95 because they don't have all the extra bits. So I'd like to stir the pot and mention that you haven't yet opened Chaos's toy. Well, I will at some point. This is a massive one. What's the one? Which is this guy? No, this is one of the big, like 12-inch guys. That's insane. And a big Panther. Adventure Time. I know, but she hasn't mentioned it yet either, but thanks. I appreciate that. We got some Adventure Time figures also. We have a Jaws, Bruce the Shark. These are all Mondo's booth from Toy Fair. This animated Spider-Man that they're doing for their 1/6 scale over the garden wall. I said once we were done, but Mr. Ryan Clark did mention about where I could find more of this stuff that I haven't shown yet or haven't seen. And there's some of the stuff I have seen, but I couldn't remember where I saw them from on, which I do follow Preternia.com. So yeah, so we got some cool stuff. We got this Wicked color of King Ghidorah there from Attack Peter. So yes, so many cool things. More Metal Slug we looked at earlier. We got some, I want to say these are Reaction from Super 7, more Beastie Boys. Some new Reaction Plus, TMNT. Kind of surprised seeing those. She says, yes, I noticed. Yeah. So cool. Again, I don't collect Reaction, even though I was so tempted. Hey, here we go. We got some Sesame Street typewriter guy. That's some old one. We got Ernie and PJs. We got Grover. And a bunch of Big Bird blind boxes. Oh, man. How many different colored Big Birds do you need? Oh, well, of course, they had to do Elmo, too. And of course, Micronauts. We get to see some more Micronauts. These are like the main guys, aren't they? So that's cool if you're into all those. They also showed the next wave of Thundercats DX or Deluxe from Super 7, which is we get a brand new Mumra sculpt. Different, looks like a totally different cloak. If I can even speak tonight. That's like a recurring theme with me. I can't speak for shit. Yeah, looks neat. Looks closer to the animation for sure than the original one. But again, I don't do a lot of the deluxe ones. I did get the first Lion-O because it was the new body, and I really wanted to get a look at them. But we also get a Mirror Lion-O. And of course, Ghost Jaga. So if you missed out on the Ultimates release of this, this will be your newest chance to get him at a very cheaper price with a whole lot less accessories. And of course, they're showing the Godzilla, which is the grayscale version, it says, from the comic book, which we did get the San Diego Comic-Con one. I think it was Comic-Con, with the blood all over them. She got her Batra, and we're still waiting to get her replacement Mothra because they sent her 2 Batras instead of a Mothra and a Batra. So we're still waiting on that to get to us. Some Shin Godzilla. Yes, we did. Yeah, so there's the Mothra in the box. So very neat. So this is all, that's not stuff that's super new. Again, we saw these earlier as well on Pixel Dan and Beebs. Kind of go gloss over those. Some new Star Trek figures of Worf and Geordi. Very interesting. And I believe these are from Nacelle. Yep, it says right there, Nacelle Star Trek. I love Next Generation. I will not be. I don't collect Next Generation. I don't collect any Star Trek. Star Trek. If I can say it right, I'll say it eventually. But Nacelle seems to be doing some really cool stuff. I mean, I love that Captain Kirk. That's cool. We got some Deep Space Nine. Nog. Captain Janeway. See, I didn't even read the sign. I actually remember. I already knew who she was. I believe she was from Star Trek Enterprise, that very short-lived kind of prequel series. That was from one of the Star Trek movies. Don't remember. I never watched all the Star Trek movies. I'm sorry. Like I said, Next Generation was the one thing that kind of got me back into them. But yeah, very cool. Nacelle's doing some really cool stuff with Star Trek. So I'm really happy for the Star Trek collectors out there. You've been looking for some cool articulated figures. I mean, hell, we get the fish tank. I don't even know who this guy is. But we get a fish tank. I think that's a fish tank, right? I do recognize that from the show. We get some Revenge of Shinobi figures from Premium DNA. Now, I remember seeing some cool photos from this Contra set from Premium DNA. Wasn't there something going on with these guys that because stuff wasn't coming out or something? Am I remembering wrong? Am I thinking of something else? Or are they just like not good figures or something? I don't know. Rocket Knight looks cool. I kind of really dig these Contras. I like all the accessories they got. And they have soft goods t-shirts. So that's cool. But Revenge of Shinobi looks good. It looks like it's all soft goods on him too. But yeah. Of course, then we got some Hellboy from Boss Fight. I've seen some Boss Fight figures at some stores and was like, yeah, these guys kind of look cool. I was like Conan and Hellboy. Go back to Hellboy. They're like gray test shot or prototype. Not sure. Denver, The Last Dinosaur. The funny thing is, I saw this morning, and it was right after I had someone had posted the theme song. And Mr. Ryan Clark says, oh, hang on, hit the wrong one. You're remembering correctly. Premium DA doesn't have a good track record for delivering product. Yeah, I thought I knew when I saw that name. I was like, I knew it sounded familiar, and it was never anything good. Highly articulated Star Trek guy was Captain. Okay, y'all. Okay, I knew I recognized him from. Don't remember the episode. Obviously, I don't remember any of the episodes' names, but I do remember that fish tank for some odd reason. Things like that just trigger my memory. But as I was saying about this, I had literally just watched someone posted the theme of that on Instagram. I was scrolling through reels, and it's like, yep. And then all of a sudden, I click a few minutes later, and hey, look, it's Denver, The Last Dinosaur prototype from Bull Airs. Bull Airs Sneak Attack. Denver, The Last Dinosaur, and Chuck E. Cheese action figures. This Denver, he looks good. Love the guitar. He took over for Picard when he went on a Black Ops mission. That's right. See, I have some. These guys know Star Trek. I barely remember anything regarding anything I like anymore. It feels like Chuck E. Cheese. Trish says, I never really liked, she told me this morning she didn't really like Chuck E. Cheese. She didn't like that rat. But, I mean, when you have not really the best mascot for a restaurant, just saying, you got a rat. Yeah, you have a rat problem. I mean, is your kitchen not clean? This guy just hangs around, became your mascot. But he's a cool looking figure. But these are from, are these the first things they've done? Apparently these are going to go to Kickstarter. This says Kickstarter's supposed to launch soon for these two. So something that wasn't originally on my radar. And then they got these weird things here at the bottom. How to look closer at them. They're called lace faces. So I guess you just attach them to your shoelaces. And of course you got these things. Kind of mad balls looking thing. And of course you got the slippers. Who needs those? I mean, I'm the people are gonna want them, but that's so interesting. But yeah, so if you're interested in that, keep an eye out for their Kickstarter, I guess. There's at least 3 Kickstarters I'm interested in currently. One's happening, they have a date, May 1st. Obviously, near the end of this month, we're about to get the Mythic Legions RPG Kickstarter is going to launch. Ashen Oath has not put a date yet, but it did say spring. So we got some kind of building system from Jazzwares. I think I've seen something like this earlier too. That's, I guess, if you want some alternative to Lego, there you go. You take that back, Remy from Ratatouille is adorable. It doesn't make your restaurant look good if you have mice and rats running around. Just saying. We get a better look at that Pee Wee Herman we saw earlier, actually out of the package with Globy, Terry, and how come I just lost his name? I just read this earlier. But yeah, look at all those different head sculpts. Please tell me we get some closer look. Yes. Yes, and he's wrapped with the tape. Love it. I think this is like the ultimate, because we had an ultimate Pee Wee Herman for Pee Wee's Playhouse before. This has to be like the ultimate Pee Wee Herman figure. So there we go. Again, more Professor Hulk and some new Hulk hands. Not, what is this? Oh, hang on, back. Somehow I clicking wrong buttons. There we go. I want to click back and I clicked something else. All right. I am not familiar with this at all. What is that? It is an interesting unicorn Pegasus thing. I don't know if it's supposed to be wings or just a fire effect. But yeah, we saw a lot of these earlier from Pixel Dan and Veebs, some other pages. So we won't dive in there. More Joes. I knew I saw other Joes. This guy I'm not familiar with. But he had, looks like, I'm guessing he comes with a bunch of raptors. And someone does. And they got this cool 2-pack. I kind of recognize the guy with the red jersey on, but I'm not really sure who any of these guys are. I like the one here. What is her name? I don't see. Is that Snake Eyes on a little ATV? We get a new Trouble Bubble. But some more cool army characters. The Cobra Law, Royal Guard. But yeah, we'll get this guy. This is a classified Night Creeper Dire Tech. That's cool. No name on that one. And this is, I believe, what they were teasing during their last Hasbro's last live stream. Not sure who this is because we don't have a tag on him. Don't recognize the character from anything, but he's cool looking. He's got a tattoo on his arm, so. And as is a female Snake Eyes whose name escapes me. I'm guessing she's from the comics. And of course, Ninja Force Zartan. So it's really cool. New Transformers from Hasbro. Movie Dinobot or Grimlock. Bunch of cool stuff. So Jersey Shore Juggernaut. These are your things right here, brother. I wonder which one of these you're more excited for. I always like the planes, even though they're all Decepticons. Shockwave was a really interesting design too. Got Astro Train. He looks awesome. I kind of recognize this, but I don't know who that's supposed to be. Let's see. Mr. Ryan Clark says, this might be the year that I slowed down on G.I. Joe. Not many of these grab me. You know, me too, but I don't really grab a lot anyway. I am kind of going more adjacent from G.I. Joe. Kind of can fill into some of those voids, like with the Skeletron troops, the Red Shadows. I really love those. So when that Skeletron figure, I'd probably just need to go onto their backer kit page and go ahead and pre-order that Skeletron 6-inch figure. But yeah, I feel the same about it. There's a couple figures that look cool, but if it's not Shipwreck and it's not, Zartan, even though I probably will skip on the Ninja Force Zartan, like I said earlier. But yeah, but these are some cool Transformers. Oh, is that Razorback? Razorbeak? No, that's not Razorbeak. I'm trying to see the name. I can't. Can't see the name. Keeps blocking the name. But it looks like a Razorbeak variant. That's so cool, though. Big combiners. Bunch of cool new stuff coming out. Yeah. I should have went here first. Is this a pin post? This is a pin post. So I think that was all. Yep. We have made it to the end of Preturnia's coverage from today. So yeah, we finally got to go through everything. At least everything that was interesting, I guess, to him. So we will go ahead and close that off. Bring us back up. So, as Mr. Ryan Clark alluded to stir up the pot, even though we are now over 2 hours, it's probably one of my longest shows. So hopefully everyone is still having a good time hanging out with me, even though I don't know how entertaining I really am. It is. It is what it is. And sorry, man. There's something going on with my nose today. I don't know. Something's. Hello from. Yeah. Oh. So, as Chris was really trying to get me to do, because of Valentine's Day, even though what we already opened up was our Gong Studios Superman from Batman Hush, which again, really cool figure. Glad I have him. Can't wait to really mess around with him some more and finally do some cool stuff. Yeah. But we're going to go ahead because of Valentine's Day. She wanted me to open up this Godzilla Ultimates. Balanti, because it is a big rose monster and it is Valentine's Day. So she really wants me to open this up. So without further ado, we're going to open up the Toho Ultimates from Wave 1. Hinsai, am I pronouncing that right? Bailanti from 1989. Because we've had these since they first came out and we've not opened these at all. You know, I originally was going to try to open them as a wave together, but I'm going to go ahead and crack Bailanti open. So before I even pull her out of the box, there's some bit of the bio. If you're so interested in the photo or from the film, I think that's a photo. Is that artwork? Like, my eyes going that bad? But there you go. With the monstrous mouth on that creature. Chaos says, "You did it. We ain't got him out of the box yet." Go ahead and pull her out or her out. Because it's a plant. Is it really a he? Is it really a she? Of course, I'm glad I have my trusty pocket knife to cut the tape. Thankfully, this is twist tied, so I don't have to worry about doing anything else. So let's go ahead and get this back tray off.
Okay, Biollante is a girl. She is made with the Godzilla cells and human cells from a scientist's daughter. So basically, her soul is trapped inside Biollante.
Okay, so if you heard that,
fun fact: Biollante, when destroyed, particles go up into space, collect on space crystals, which makes Space Godzilla. You're welcome.
Thank you, honey. So I hope you all heard that. Mr. Ryan Clark says, "You Chaos just schooled you." Well, yeah, I don't know all this about Godzilla. She is my resident Godzilla expert. If I have a question, she will have the answer. Because she has watched every Godzilla movie known to man, and I believe animated series that there has. I mean, there's that PS4 Godzilla game that came out a few years back. It's very hard to find now. Before she lost her job, yeah, she found it and paid what I consider way too much money for it, which I will not disclose because I really don't remember how much it actually was. So, anyway, so where we go, we're going to go ahead. We're on the back crate. So as you can see, we got here. I'll get that off. Okay, she just said in the chat she paid $500 for that Godzilla game for the PS4. So yeah, that's too much for that. But we found the plastic. So here we got one of the alternate heads for Bylante. This mouth rose head here with the nice leaves. Nicely detailed. I wish it was more of a dark wash. I mean, there is some bit of a wash on there. Full focus, focus, focus. Not on me. Not on me. Anyway, yes, you can see a little bit of the dark wash on the leaves there. Wish it was more of it on the actual flower part, but we also get a couple extra. And I just okay. See, I almost thought I broke it. I did not. This is supposed to look like it's coming apart and just kind of just fits back together. It does not actually plug into one another. So like you guys will just rip them off. So you can have that laying on the floor. So I'm not, there's one of left and right. I will not be popping the rest of that out because I don't want to have to hunt for it. So let me see. Where is this? Oh, shoot. Well, we will. I will try to get that back in there at some point because it fits together a certain way. All right. So that was on the back tray. That's those two busted up arms. Like Godzilla chewed off. Oh, and then I got to mess with this fun way that 7's factory tied these twist ties back here to unravel this massive Ultimates figure. Oh my god. And it's so entertaining just to watch without seeing what I'm doing. So here we go. I got trays all over my floor. I'm going to make sure I pick up. Oh, there we go. One more twist tie. Thank God I don't have to cut the ties. He is wrapping here good. Or she. Keep calling he. It's a plant. Like I said, Chris gave me all the information. So if you did not know, you may want to rewind. Okay. Here we go. All right. So here it is. The Godzilla or Toho Ultimates Bylante. And yeah, these are articulated. These do open and close on these arms here. It has a little ball joint here at the neck, forward facing. Kind of wish this was articulated, but it is not. I don't know how they were able to get that cut in there, but it is in there. Again, nice bit of black wash on the top of the leaves. No, well, can't really see on the back, but there is some. These are also articulated. The leaves here and around the side. These vines are also okay, so first Chaos says so pretty. Very light, actually. Figured she's probably gonna be one of the lightest of the figures. This does look like a translucent plastic in here. Okay, so I just noticed something. Why does she have a peg stand? Like a peg hole? She's got a... There's no reason. Why? Really? Why? But this is funny. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me all night long. Okay, I'm not going to bust out because I don't remember all the words to that at all. As much as I do enjoy that movie, it's very fun. Of course, Chaos thought that was really funny. But yeah, all the tendrils here, all the vines are somewhat articulated. They are not bendy though, but there is a pin there with a hinge. You can just rotate with all of them except for the ones with the actual hands. There is an additional point, so you can pop that off there. Again, mouths are articulated on the plant, on the Venus 5 trap pieces on here, which fully rotate. They all plug in here in the back. I'm sure we could pop them all off if we wanted to get them all from being all wrapped together. So yeah, very limited though. Anywhere else is all solid, kind of hollow thing. Very light, like I said, but all these little leaves here, except for, yeah, they're somewhat articulated, moving around. So you popped right off, really thin peg. So see if I can't get it on camera there. Yep, there's where it plugged in at. So very thin. Got a peg. It does have a hinge on too. If I can get that back. Come on. Might help me if I go in the right direction. There we go. So yeah. But yeah, so there we go. I mean, like I said, this has been sitting in our home for quite a while, not open, just like all the other Ultimates. But we finally found a place to get them put. So, like I said, very light. See about... kind of afraid to try to pop that off at the moment. It looks like a big ball joint. It's like a double barbell in there, though. But not really a lot of range. But yeah, I'm sure you can get some kind of posing with how the vines work. I wish they had more articulation points, though. But you know how Super 7 is. There is a, I guess, waist swivel as well, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I'm just so happy they did her flower form instead of the monster form. Yeah, that's the picture they have on the back of the box, is the monster form. So, you know, I'm sure, they haven't come out with one yet. And who knows how much further Super 7's going to get on these stuff, even though they've just announced more franchises, more licenses that they are doing with My Little Pony and Visionaries, which are going to be Reaction Plus. So, but there you go. So happy Valentine's Day, Chaos. Since you finally got me to open one of your Ultimates. And since we are now reaching almost 2.5 hours, and I want to say this is probably one of my longest shows. So I want to thank everyone for coming out and hanging out as we opened some toys and looked at some Toy Fair stuff that was announced this week. Chaos says, yay! But yeah, so again, Gong Superman, Batman Hush. Really dig the figure. I again wish the cape had a stronger wire on the ends, because I don't think it's going to hold too much weight, but it is a lighter cape than the Batman. Love that material. Love that. So, yes, honey.
I just needed to.
You want your Bylante?
I want to feel how heavy she is.
She's not heavy.
No, very, very light.
Well, you couldn't tell that from the box.
Well,
Mwah, I love
I
you.
love you too. I've not had enough coffee.
You haven't had enough coffee. We had 2 cups for the whole day. Considering the fact I'm still working on mine now and it's cold. But again, I want to say thanks to everyone for hanging out. Again, Mr. Ryan Clark in the chat. Chaos, obviously, who's also right next to me right now. Jersey Store Juggernaut for showing up. And, of course, Adam. And anyone else who's come in and said hi. That wasn't being awful. And I didn't have to block. But, yeah. I want to say thanks. And I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your weekend. It is a 3-day weekend for me and probably for some other people. I know. That's why I said.
No. It may have been hollow because they may have thought about putting lights in it because this part glue. This would glow. Which would explain why.
Well, they weren't doing any light up stuff yet at that point when this was coming out. So I don't know if that was a thought. But anyway, always fun. Yes, it is, Ryan. Hopefully we can hang out again soon. Anyway, again, if you haven't picked this guy up and you're wanting to, I think you should. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with these guys, but we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Hope everyone has a great rest of your hopefully 3-day weekend because it is President's Day on Monday. Don't spend too much money on those sales. And until I don't know if we're gonna do a show next week. I waiting to hear back if I will be going to the season opener for FC Cincinnati. So I will keep you all posted. And if we do a live, we're just gonna open up more of the Godzilla Ultimates, and because that's the only thing we have left currently, and I have nothing else on the way unless something does come up. And if I do go, I may try to do a pre-record. Whether or not I do a live chat, optional, I have no idea. But Chaos says good night. So I'm going to let you all go for the rest of the evening. Thanks for hanging out. And until next time, peace. Stay safe.